First of all, listen, it's interesting about all these young guys today. They never call on us and say, hey, thanks for the kind word and telling me how great a player I am. But when they play like crap and we call them out, we don't know what we're talking about. Listen, I'm easy to find, but I get sick of these guys complaining. These young guys, they never call us and say, when a coach is wrong, I'm going to call him out. But when players are wrong, I'm going to call them out. But listen, I'm going to criticize guys that they deserve it. And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.
Everybody got to play and everybody got to go to work.
That's what we've been talking about pretty much all year. Guys, I never understand.
Why it has to be somebody's team.
Well, first of all, it is somebody's team, but being number two ain't bad. It ain't like you're number two to, I don't want to call any players out. It ain't like you
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen was a hell of a player. Ain't no shame in being number two to Michael Jordan. Ken McHale's the best player I ever played against.
He's number two to Larry Bird.
Thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It just amazes me at times how these guys, they worry about their brand, who's going to get the max. I'm like, yo, man, we out here to win. And it's frustrating watching some of this crap I have to deal with today, Ernie.
67-60.
What's up, y'all? Nathan back with another video presentation. Good evening. I'm not going to hold y'all. This video is going to be short. It's just an intro to episode 20, season ending of the podcast. Thank you. If you've not already seen episode 19, check it out. This is just going to be the intro to 20. I'm just going to talk about I don't know what you want to call Game 3 of the WNBA Finals, which was a complete one-sided game. Embarrassing. A 500 team could actually win tomorrow. Before I talk about that, episode 20, I'll have 3 special guests on the podcast. That episode is going to just be NBA talk because the NBA season starts on the 19th. So you're going to tune out for that. That will go live around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So the Chicago Sky defeated the Phoenix Mercury 86-50. It was really great to see the crowd there pumped up. It was a very lopsided game. Candace Parker Courtney Vandersloot, Allie Quigley, Azare Stevens, Kalia Copper, Diamond DeShields, Steffi Dolson, Dana Evans, Lexi Brown. There's one player that stands out on all of them. Kalia Copper. Most likely, ladies and gentlemen, she will be your finals MVP.
Guaranteed.
The development of her, I was sold on her when we drafted her. She was part of that trade for Elena Delle Donne. Great rookie year. Remember, she was drafted 7th overall by Rutgers, out of Rutgers. She only started, was it 12 games? And at that time, she was averaging 7 minutes. 7 points, excuse me. Like she was averaging 7 points and playing like 15 minutes a game. Because at that time, it was Vandersloot and Quigley because they were the foundational pieces. Then Diamond DeShields gets drafted, and then everything changed. Last year with the bubble. This playoff run by the Chicago Sky, man, I can't. You just can't take anything away from it. I mean, the relentless energy, the IQ, just their ability to just hurt you on both sides of the ball. It's just been amazing to watch. I'm still trying to process how this team, on paper, to me they're better than 500 because they makes absolutely no sense when you're in the year you're 500 on the dot. Oh my gosh, Donna Taurasi, Skylar Diggins, Shea Petty, Sophie Cunningham.
I'm not going to even sit here and act like I didn't know this was coming, or act like I know this was coming because I did it.
Relationship with your children.
My God.
This no answers to stop Kalia Copper, excuse me. I mean, 22 points in 24 minutes. And then to get blown out by 36, like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to really feel. Like that was awful basketball to watch for the Phoenix Mercury. I mean, yeah, Brittany Griner had 16 points, but I mean, Diana and Skylar, they couldn't find. They struggled. They only combined 12 points. I'll tell you the keys to why they lost that game. Their defense. Mostly on the play of Kalia Copper. I mean, the first 2 of her 3 shots were beyond from the 3 line. Slashing Phoenix's interior defense. Finishing under the rim and even above the rim. And, I mean, Kalia is taking more shots, I want to say with 5 feet from the basket than Asia Wilson, I've seen of Jonquel Jones, and even Breanna Stewart. Offensively for Phoenix, they struggled again early. I told you the key to beating Chicago is early. Phoenix has got to set the tone early. They struggled to get in the rhythm. I mean, when you try to combine 4 for 22 in the first half, I don't know if it was the crowd just got into their – I don't know if it was just nerves. I don't know if the crowd just got into their heads. I mean, they look just flat out lost. They look just flat out defeated. The game was over in the first half. I mean, just oh my God. And then on top of that, as a cohesive unit offensively, 25% from 25%. That's disgusting. They both played, all 3, Brittany, Skylar, they played less than 30 minutes. Took them out the game. Coach saying she threw the white flag. Now, me personally, I don't know how you even go into game 4, because I just that was bad. I mean, I really don't know what you could do to really get back in this game. I think it starts with, listen, give them credit. They can't, the fans brought the energy and we had to be prepared. But I think a lot of it's just focus. I really do think it's focus. I mean, these first 3 games, the Phoenix Mercury have not found ways consistently to slow down Kalia Cooper. Damn near Chicago offensively, pretty much. Kalia Cooper has scored double figures this whole series. And I mean, like, the rest of the squad would have kept their double scoring streaks, but that didn't happen. Now, Phoenix this season was offensively, they're second in the league. They score an average was 104 points per game, per 100 possessions, excuse me. Where was that? I mean, Brittany Griner's a mismatch in the paint. I mean, she can't do this by herself. I'm telling you, it starts with Skylar Diggins, and I know what Diana Taurasi is capable of, but they got Skylar Diggins there for a reason. Be aggressive. The bench, Sophie Cunningham, Bria Hartley. That's what they got them there for. They got to be aggressive early. And if they're not, it's over tomorrow. I mean, their bench is going to have to step up. I mean, their bench really, honestly, truthfully, inconsistent. I mean, yes, they were the best road team this season. They've gone 3-0 in every elimination game. But tomorrow's key. Man, I think Candace Parker, I think is like 0-2. I think when they have the lead in the finals. So tomorrow is going to be on ESPN, 3 p.m. They definitely weren't rattled. I can tell Chicago is not rattled after Wednesday. Yesterday, they were in Chicago, and at halftime, they led it by 22. Like, that's just that can't happen. The Chicago Sky are one way away from winning a championship. That was embarrassing, honestly. But I think tomorrow, the key is just how Phoenix comes out. I'm going to say it right here. I think the Phoenix Mercury are going to win this game and take Game 5 to Phoenix.
Guaranteed.
But I think the Chicago Sky are going to win the WNBA championship.
Guaranteed.
So, I'm going to go throw up. That's going to end the video. I'm out. Peace. Stay up. Y'all see the main episode tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night, y'all.
Everybody got to play and everybody got to go to work.
That's
what we've been talking about pretty much all year. Guys, I never understand
why it has to be somebody's team.
Well, first of all, it is somebody's team, but being number 2 ain't bad. Like, it ain't like you're number 2 to, I don't want to call any players out. It ain't like you
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen was a hell of a player. Ain't no shame in being number 2 to Michael Jordan. Ken McHale's the best player I ever played against.
He's number 2 to Larry Bird.
Thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It just amazes me at times how these guys, they worry about their brand, who's going to get the max. I'm like, yo, man, we out here to win. And it's frustrating watching some of this crap I have to deal with today, Ernie.
67-60.
First of all, listen, it's interesting about all these young guys today. They never call on us and say, hey, thanks for the kind word and telling me how great a player I am. But when they play like crap and we call them out, we don't know what we're talking about. Listen, I'm easy to find. But I get sick of these guys complaining. These young guys, they never call us and say, when a coach is wrong, I'm going to call him out. But when players are wrong, I'm going to call them out. But listen, I'm going to criticize guys that they deserve it. And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.